Hey Lion families, Miss Pastori here. I have decided to come outside this evening to read you one of my favorite stories, Malala's Magic Pencil by Malala Yousafzai. So Malala was a young woman who lived in Pakistan, and she stood up for the well-being of all people, and her story is an absolutely amazing one full of bravery and courage. So I'm really excited to read this to you today. I've actually already read this to my first graders, so if you're one of my first graders, you know the story. So Malala's Magic Pencil. Do you believe in magic? When I was younger, I used to watch a TV show about a boy who had a magic pencil. If he was hungry, he drew a bowl of curry and it appeared. If he and his friends were in danger, he drew a police officer. The boy was a little hero, always protecting people who needed help. How I wanted a magic pencil of my own. If I had a magic pencil, I would use it to put a lock on my door so my brothers couldn't bother me, to stop time so I could sleep an extra hour every morning, and to erase the smell of the trash dump near our house. And I would use it to make other people happy. I would draw the most beautiful dresses for my mother, the best building in the valley for my father, so he can open many schools where children would study for free. A proper ball, so my brothers and I no longer had to play with an old sock stuffed with rubbish. Every night before I went to bed, I wished for a magic pencil of my own. And every morning I would wake up and check my cupboard, but the magic pencil was never there. One day, I was throwing away potato peels and eggshells at the dump. I was wrinkling my nose, swatting flies away, and making sure I didn't step on anything dirty in my nice shoes, when I saw a girl about my age sorting trash into piles. Nearby, boys were fishing for metal scraps using magnets on strings. When my father returned home from work, I told him what I'd seen, and it made him sad. "Abba," I said. "Yes, Yanni," he said back. "I always liked when you called me dear one." "Why haven't I seen that girl in my class?" "Because," he said, but he didn't finish right away. "Because, Yanni, in our country, not everybody sends their daughters to school, and some children must work to support their family. Those boys will sell metal scraps they find. If they went to school, their families would go hungry. School is my favorite place, but I never considered myself lucky to be there." My father had always said, "Malala will live free as a bird." Now I wondered how free I'd truly be. That night, I thought about families who didn't have enough food. The perk of working outside. And the girl who couldn't go to school. And even about how when I was older, I would be expected to cook and clean for my brothers, because where I came from, many girls weren't allowed to become what they dreamed of. I knew that if I had the magic pencil, I would use it to draw a better world, a peaceful world. First, I would erase war, poverty, and hunger. Then, I would draw girls and boys together as equals. Over the next few years, instead of wishing for a magic pencil every night, I worked hard in school every day, and I wanted to be the top student in my class. But soon, powerful and dangerous men declared that girls were forbidden to attend school. They walked the streets of our city now, and they carried weapons. One by one, girls stopped coming to school. Abba, where are all of the students? They don't feel safe here anymore, Yanni. How could a few men stop all of the girls in our valley from going to school? If more people knew what was happening to us, I thought they might help. Wishing wasn't enough. Somebody needed to speak out. Why not me? I wrote about what it felt like to be scared, to walk to school, and how some of my friends had moved away because of the threat my family faced in our city. I wrote about how much I loved school and how proud I was of my uniform. Once I started writing, I didn't stop. I wrote speeches and traveled around my country sharing my story, and I even talked to a reporter from a famous international newspaper. People actually wanted to learn about my life. I spoke for all the girls in my valley who couldn't speak for themselves. My voice became so powerful that dangerous men tried to silence me, but they failed. And now my voice is louder than ever, louder because people have joined me. And together we make a chorus, standing up for what we believe. We raise our voices for those in need. We help people in danger, even if they are an ocean away. And we think of the world as a family. Do you still believe in magic? Well, I do. I wrote alone in my room, but people all over the world were reading my story. Millions now know it and help me spread my message of hope. I had last found the magic I was looking for in my worlds and in my work. I am Malala. I've always wished I could make the world a more peaceful place, and every day I work to make my wish come true. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. The end. And I know our students at Goldenrod are going to change the world. You guys are amazing. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And can't do it as well as Miss Mendez, but go Lions!